It's Friday, September 30th, 2022, and here's what's shaking at the Almond Alliance. I'm Aubrey Bettencourt, President and CEO of the Almond Alliance, the voice for the almond community in Sacramento, Washington, D.C., and beyond. Another busy and packed week, but boy, are we glad we are at the last day of September. Today marks the last day that the governor can either veto or sign various pieces of legislation. We've seen some that have gone ways that we didn't like, but we actually saw a lot more go the ways that we did. We'll be sending out a report and an update on that in our industry alerts, so you're going to want to make sure you're signed up with us, become a member, and you will see a total breakdown of the legislation we worked throughout the year and their outcomes. In many ways, we're kind of pleased, especially today with some new legislation signed on trucking and detention and demurrage here in California. So another movement forward on our supply chain solutions. We want to thank our legislators who carried that, Aguiar Curry, who happened to be the champion of that, and our partners across supply chain in moving that forward. That pivots me perfectly into an announcement. Next week, keep an eye out. We're going to be announcing on Thursday of next week. It'll be in the morning. We're still working on exactly what time, but you'll be getting an invitation in your inbox, if you are a member, for a training with Union Pacific and CMA to discuss the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the protocols for shipping not only via a container ship out of Oakland, but also utilizing that rail from Oakland to Los Angeles and Long Beach and beyond. Why is that important? Well, optionality is still key. We're hearing about night gate closings over at the Port of Oakland, and we want to make sure that you have options so that you can keep your product moving regardless of those outside forces and the impact they have on you. So, more importantly, Union Pacific has announced they have dropped their rates again. We are getting confirmation from a number of our members who are utilizing that service. So you want to be on that call to talk to your other members who've been utilizing the train and know how to utilize those options, both out of Oakland and out of the Fresno area, to ship via rail, Union Pacific, CMA, OOCL, heading down to Los Angeles and Long Beach out of those two rail spurs, Oakland and the Fresno San Joaquin Valley area. So that'll be Thursday of next week, October 6th. Keep an eye out for that announcement. Similarly, we're happy to announce that our Almond Hull Market Project, what we call the TASC Grant from USDA, we've come to a final close. We'll be publishing our final report soon. But for right now, go visit almondalliance.org/almond-hulls. There you'll find our great new website with videos, documentation, links to sellers of and traders of almond hulls, as well as the new markets that we've opened up across the world for almond hulls as animal feed, not only with dairy, but we also expanded that study for poultry and pork. So we're excited about that announcement and those new markets opening up and the list of those resources available to you if you're interested. So again, that's almondalliance.org/almond-hulls. Let's see, what else we got going on? We've had some great work done on the federal side this week. We've been working on nutrition. We've been watching the White House Nutrition Summit. We've been having meetings with members of Congress, working on, again, more shipping alternatives, but also getting almond approvals for various projects and programs. We're hoping to announce those to you soon. And we've been working on water, because again, it's all about that supply chain, trade, water, it's all mixed in. We've been talking to our GSAs, we've been talking about groundwater sustainability. We've been meeting with the Department of Water Resources and a number of our other partners in this space, really looking forward to announcing some new partnerships and programs there in the coming weeks. Also, tomorrow is October 1st, which means I get to say, Happy New Year! October 1st marks the beginning of the new water year. And for the water geeks like me, that means it's an exciting time because that's when we start the clock. That's when we start looking at the new accounting for the new year. Our surface water, our existing storage, what's in it, what's not, what is going to happen with weather cycles. And now, and because I'm a farmer and this is the way we think, we're looking at conjunctive use as well. What's happening in the ground? What are the GSAs doing? What are the new rules and regulations that I'm going to have to play by? How am I going to manage my own water portfolio to keep my trees alive? And so it's important, I think, to thank you all in the agricultural community, to thank you all in the almond community, and to remind you that that great and same sophistication and investment and innovation that we've applied in every part of our industry, you should be just as proud of when it comes to water. California almonds and American almonds have reduced water use by over 33% in the last 20 years. That, by the way, as the state of California has increased its population over the last 20 and 30 years, and has not developed any new water supply or water storage facilities since the 1970s. We've become highly efficient through the deployment of precision irrigation systems on over 85% of the acreage in California. And those are getting even more precise with new technology thanks to data collection, Landsat, evapotranspiration surveys, and a number of other data systems, as well as AI being deployed on farm. We are getting more precise and more efficient, utilizing that drop of water in more ways, getting more out of it than we've ever done before, and that is why we are on pace to conserve another 30% over the next 5 to 10 years. We've made these investments and done it ourselves, and we've managed to do that while our crop and our fields have become the most productive they've ever been. And so I want to say thank you, and that you should be proud of that. Because while on farm, and I know this because I farm, we know exactly where every drop of water goes and what it does. We know exactly how it provides life. We know and respect the trust that has been given to us with that resource. And we're going to command that same trust and respect of that resource from our state and federal officials. Right now, our water system has more water in it at this time of year than it did last year at this time of year. And yes, we are in the middle of a 3-year extreme drought cycle. However, that same amazing system that got us to be the 5th largest global economy in less than 100 years is the same amazing system that is going to be the solution to the next 100 years. It is up to us to work with and inform and take the same investment and the same sophistication and the same leadership and the same pride and respect to our policy discussions when it comes to water, and to require that our water system be updated, be managed appropriately, and be managed the way that we would. And so that's our job, to take it to the halls of Washington and to take it to the halls of Sacramento. And we're going to continue to do that. We appreciate the partnership and the respect that we do have with our water partners in those places. And it's our job to make sure that we are carrying your voice and that message and the pride and the sophistication and the leadership that we have into those spaces. And it is my privilege and our privilege as a team to do so. We look forward to doing that in 2023, in the next water year, because I am completely confident that, again, the system that we have, with the proper update, with the proper management, can and will see us through to a successful future for almonds, for our almond communities, for our rural communities, and for the state of California. Thank you all very much. We hope you have a great weekend. Stay safe out there, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.